250 years later, I think it's important to talk a little bit about the Declaration of Independence, what it establishes, what its grievances were, and why it's important to today and our Constitution. I think the Declaration is important because, one, it establishes where the authority to rule and comes from. It establishes the issues that they were having and the rights that they are seeking, and then lists out the grievances and why they wanted to separate. And why is that important today? Couple of quick key points out of the Declaration, right out of that first paragraph. It established natural right, consent to the governed, right to revolution. The consent to the governed is a concept that's kind of becoming new at this time when the Declaration was written, and it's quite brilliant in its structure. And the natural right, it's so much more complex than that because it addresses the divine right, so the inherently within us, that we have a right to freedom, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, and that we're going to sacrifice some of that for the common good, but that is derived from us, and that is natural law or God, and it addresses both of those. So even people who are atheists can really get behind this, because whether you believe in God or you're an atheist, this is the natural order of things. We hold these things to be self-evident, and that is so important. But also the right to revolution. Actually, that's key. Quick list of the grievances. There was a whole bunch of things going on they didn't like. Most famously is like taxation without representation. There was a whole bunch of like housing military, changing out the government when they didn't like, not allowing people to immigrate or get citizenship. There's a whole host of things that were causing. There's 27 different ones in this. But these were the reasons that we separated. And I think with the status of the United States right now and some of the confusion in our laws, it's important for everyone to go back, study the Declaration, study the Constitution, study some of these like base concepts, and have conversations about them. Understand what they really mean. The Declaration is so important because it establishes very clearly where our power comes from and the root, and it lays out how this is going to start happening for this experiment in self-governance. And it also addresses this kind of push and pull that there is between rulers and the ruled, and where the power comes from, and why it is so important for those at the top to listen to the people, and how we're going to go about this. And the Constitution fleshes out so many more of these ideas. Were these men perfect? Absolutely not. They were deeply flawed individuals, as we all are. But they rose to the occasion, and they came up with something interesting and good, and it has been some positive on the world. There's a lot that has happened from the uniquely American experience, and I think we should rise and do better once again. So let's have a conversation about the Declaration of Independence and what it means to you. What are your thoughts?